Welcome back to another video, and as always, there isn't a day that doesn't go by where there's not a bit of drama that's happening in the gaming world. And of course, today's one is pretty much focused around ZAU. But we did get Stellar Blade coming out, and it looks like my bet is well and truly won against Unleashed. Now, if you wasn't here at the time when the bet went down, this is pretty much what happened. He said that Stellar Blade would get a 93. I said there was no chance of that ever happening in today's society. He said it's going to get a 93 and Game of the Year. Now, as we know, anything that gets in the low 80s, pretty much 70s by the time we get Jimquisition and Kotaku's reviews coming in, it's never going to get Game of the Year. It's just not. And no matter how much people want to sugarcoat it with Eurogamer giving it 100, we know it's just not going to happen. I mean, is anyone really surprised that Eurogamer gave it 100? I mean, I'm not. They are pretty much PlayStation Pro. But here is the actual conversation. Hey, Unleashed, I tell you what, let's have a little bet. £10, right? It's not much. £10. I'm willing to bet you £10 in front of everyone here. There's 44 people, and they will hold me to my word. Someone clip this shit. If Stellar Blade wins Game of the Year, I will give you £10. You send me a PayPal address and I will send it to you. If it doesn't win Game of the Year, you give me £10. Is that a deal? Mate, you don't have 1 billion euros. Okay, deal. Good. Everyone's heard it here, right? And of course, he's pretty much run away and hidden away, and now he's completely ignoring me. It wouldn't surprise me if he actually blocked me. But hopefully you guys can go and give him a nudge, because I would like my $10, because I did win it fair and square. I mean, my dude was so confident he betted me $1 billion, but I didn't want to, put him out into the streets. I did feel sorry for my fellow PlayStation gamers, putting them into the stables, and without a roof of a stable, I'm not that heartless. So there's that. But on to actual news. We have ID at Xbox Showcase happening next week. I will be streaming it here on the channel. We're going to be streaming it and then having a little bit of a discussion, maybe going through some of the games that we liked and didn't like. It's not going to be a long stream, I don't think, but we will definitely be covering it. It's starting, as you can see on screen right now, April 29th, 10 AM PT, 1 PM ET, 6 PM BST, so that's really good time for me because I finish work at 5, so it gives me a little bit of time to prepare for it. But definitely tune in, because that's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll see some cool things. Next up, we have this news from Meta. Now, I know Karim Jovian has been going crazy about Xbox making their own VR headset. Now, we did cover this quite extensively in my stream yesterday, so for those of you that were there, sorry for the recap, but Meta didn't actually say that Xbox is making their own headset. He's making the software, the OS, the Meta OS, actually the Horizon OS, open source to everyone to use to create their devices. And at the moment, Lenovo, ROG, and Xbox are stepping in to, do something with it. Lenovo is working on the productivity side, so like work apps and stuff like that, stuff that will help you in your day-to-day job. ROG is going full on gaming, and it looks like what Xbox is doing here is creating a Xbox-inspired Meta Quest. It's probably going to have its own UI. It's going to have a built-in Xbox Game Pass. From what as Mark actually said, it's going to come with like a controller and 3 months of Game Pass, kind of like a bundle. It's going to be a limited edition, so that is where it's going. This isn't to say that Xbox can't and won't ever jump into VR, and if they do, they totally should take up Mark Zuckerberg's Meta VR headsets, because it's already there. All you need to do is inject the Microsoft APIs, the Xbox APIs, and you're halfway there, really. You just need to make the games compatible. So at that point, as a VR gamer, you'll be able to use that Meta Quest 4, I guess, by the time it comes out on the new Xbox. You'll be able to use that on the Xbox, which is cool, but why is it even better? Because you'll actually have access to all sorts of things. The Meta headset not only will work on Xbox, but it'll work on PC, so you'll have access to your PC Steam library as well. At the same time, you'll also have the Meta Store as well, and with Google in kind of early talks with Meta to get their 2D games, not 3D games, from the Google Play Store over to Meta Quest and make them compatible, this is only going to get bigger, so it becomes like the Infinity Gauntlet of headsets. you could say. And if Xbox can tie into that and partner with Meta at some point and get that over to Xbox, well, you're not going to have any shortage of games. For those of you that already have a Meta headset, you'll have all those games already on your headset to actually play, and you can actually, you know, use it while you're using your Xbox, and you won't have to do what you had to do with Sony and re-buy all those games again. But what he said here is completely contrary to what Karim has said, sadly, and even though he did try to double down on it, that at the moment, based on just the information we have, there is no Xbox headset, but there is an Xbox themed headset, and that in itself could actually be quite cool. So on the 25th of April, we're getting the Fallout HD, you know, remastered version of Fallout 4, which is really cool. April 25th, that lands, and everyone is excited for it. Of course, EA decided that that's going to be the date that Game Pass Ultimate subscribers also get Jedi Survivor. It's a bad time to release Jedi Survivor. I think you should probably... I mean, it's going into the subscription anyway, so it doesn't really matter when it lands, but because not everyone is interested in Fallout, believe it or not. But I don't know, if they were trying to see engagement numbers, that is probably the worst time to put it out there, in my opinion, especially considering Fallout is right now on an all-time high. But good luck to Jedi Survivor. I haven't actually played it yet, and well, at least it'll give me a reason now to jump into the games and play them. Good stuff. Alright, so this one's actually pretty awful from Sony, because Stellar Blade has actually put in a racial slur into the game. Now, obviously, whether they intended it to be in that way or whether it's just appeared that way is unknown. I'm not going to turn around and say that the developers deliberately did this. It could just be an unfortunate coincidence. As you can see on screen right now, it is called the hard R. I actually had no idea what this actually meant, but doing a bit of Googling, because no one on social media would actually tell me what it is, even through DM, a bit of Googling finally showed me what it actually meant, and I'll be honest with you, not in my wildest dreams would I have guessed what it was. I'm not going to say it on YouTube because I'll probably get striked or demonetized or something like that, so I'm not going to do that. But for those of you that want to, just go Google it. You'll find it really, really quickly. But apparently, it will be getting a day one patch to actually have this. So for those of you that aren't connected to the internet, you'll actually avoid that and have it in the game. But for those of you that are connected to the internet, well, it will be patched instantly and it will be gone and you'll never know it was there. So Tazmon is the next one on the list that I'm talking about, and of course this game has come out, and you know, Cabrutus has already publicly come out telling people not to buy this game, and if you're wondering where he's actually said that, remember to vote with your wallet. People are trying to say that he's not telling people not to buy them. Obviously a lot of people are coming out with mixed feelings for this game. This game is designed by a black person to honor his heritage in Kenya. It's covering a historical time, a historical tribe, I believe. I'm personally going to pick it up, but it's also you know, kind of like a deeply rooted homage to his father. So the fact that people are now claiming that this is false DEI is pretty pathetic. Now, I get that people don't want Sweet Baby Inc., and from what I can see, there's really no indication that they've actually dealt with this. Sweet Baby Inc. has, of course, removed it from their website as well. So it doesn't look like there's actually any indication. Now, if you go into the archived pages that you know, there is on the internet, you can actually find it there. It is there. But there's been a number of projects that Sweet Baby Inc. has said that they've worked on and haven't, and actually removed it from their website. Whether they're removing it at the request of the publishers is unknown. So we actually don't know 100% for sure if Sweet Baby Inc. has had any involvement. I haven't seen the credits because I haven't played the game. But, you know, maybe someone could confirm that in chat if you have played it, finished it. But as of right now, you know, there is a massive divide for this game. It seems to be a cool game. It seems to be a fun Metroidvania game. For those of you that are looking to play a game that is in the Metroidvania kind of vein, do feel free to check it out. It's a shame that this is actually happening, and you know, it has gone overboard, but it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, this whole SBI and DEI stuff has completely spiraled out of control, and honestly, at some point, something is going to give, and it's going to be full-on civil war everywhere. Now, this isn't to excuse all the racist bullshit that Sweet Baby Inc. did, but I'm personally not even 100% sure Sweet Baby Inc. had any involvement with this. We do know that Sweet Baby Inc. had involvement with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where Square Enix consulted with them on one or two topics. That still means that they were involved with a decision-making aspect of the game, but I didn't see a single person talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Not one. So clearly, the issue here isn't Sweet Baby Inc. I mean, at this point, I'm starting to believe it's actually the main character. But anyway, you let me know what you think in the comment section below, because I am going to refer to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because that did happen, and Square Enix immediately came out clarifying. We contacted them and asked them a few questions, and their responses influenced their decision. At the end of the day, that's SBI involvement. You can't have it both ways. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got, that was allowed to go through without any consideration or problem at all. You let me know what you think. And folks, that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please help me hit that 7,000 subs by the end of next month. We are not that far away. We are like 300 subs away, less than 300 subs. I know we can do it. I am going to do a nice giveaway at 7,000 subs. With your help, as the channel grows, I'll be able to do awesome collaborations and make, have opportunities that aren't available to me right now, that will just make my content better and provide you all with a better service. Well, that's it all. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget you can support me further through my Patreon, YouTube membership, and of course the Super Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.